Boo. It would help if I added the stream, right, to get it going. But there you go. You would think that I would know by now how to work it. I guess that's life, but not as we know it. Welcome, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be in this abso-fucking-lutely insane world that we live in today. Where do you start? That's the question. Honestly, where do you even start? How long have you got, right? Da-da! I am here in full bot form. Quickly get rid of him. We can't stand his face. There we go. I am here in full bot mode. Have I got my slide? Yeah, I have. I'll take it away just now. But we do have quite a few slides to get into tonight. Let me quickly jump to the chat, get an audio check. Hopefully it's okay. I had a quick look. We've got quite a lot of people. Oh dear. And quite a lot of comments, which is great. I had a quick look before I came on, and I love it. It's like the old gang back together again. That's what it's like. Of course, many of us know each other now. It's like a community that we've got. My good friend Justine said the audio is all good in the hood, and John as well. Good to have you and Justine back again. I did see a comment from Justine about my dog Beans, who you would have seen in the intro. He's actually even bigger than that now, so I don't think he's going to stop growing. I think he might be a horse. He's not a chocolate lab. He's a lab cross horse. It's a Scottish breed of dog. I was just watching actually. Resisting the Lies on Scott's Armour, a great live stream. I couldn't comment because I was busy with life, of course, but I was listening in the background, and it was quite a good stream. A lot of politics, which is not for everyone, but they cover it in a way that lets you know, if not already, that it is, when it comes to politics, it is absolute theatre, circus, distraction, and full of absolute psychopaths. Any politician that is a major politician is well and truly paid, and part of it. Let's go with that. Let me quickly say hello as well to Bri, John, Rock Girl in the Hood. There you go. Diane, Hope. I always say that wrong. Oh man, that's so funny. Faith, Hope, Love, and Truth. Back again, who I seen today on my backup channel. I had to think there. Who else have we got? Bri, John, Planet Guantanamo. There you go, my good friend. Great to have you back again. Bessie from Australia, down under. Fantastic. Let me know how life is in Australia. Is it still raining tyranny? It's not too bad here at the moment. I kind of feel it's the calm before the storm. So what is there to come? Because there will be more to come. The narrative is changing to the war theatre. So get the gun out, right? I think there's actually people in the UK who are now going to Ukraine, thinking that they're thinking that they're some kind of freedom fighter. Yeah, I'm going to fight for Ukraine against Putin because that's what they were clearly born to do, even though they were born in Britain. But there you go. It's quite comical. Let me grab a drink. I actually remember, what one was it? Was it Libya? I think Libya, the Libya scenario, what did they call it? The Arab Rising, the Arab Spring. It's not a takeaway. I think they called it the Arab Spring. I don't know why I think that. I could be wrong. But we had the Libya, we had the situation in Egypt, all very orchestrated as well, like a coup, I guess. In terms of Libya, fucking hell. They certainly done one on the guy Gaddafi. I think they tricked him, and he fell for it. And in the end, fucking regretted it by the looks of it. If what they did to him is true, of course you've got to be careful because you can't believe very much. Put it that way. Tuesday, yeah, we'll go with that. Armini Mummy, my good friend. Hopefully, we'll see you back again in Scotland. Yeah, that would be great. Who else have we got? Let me see. Draga in the house. What is a Tadger? That's your homework for tonight, Draga. You've got to go and ask your father what it is. That's homework for everyone tonight. DJ Scoots in the hood. Mic check 1 2 back again, right? Yeah, fucking hell. The last 2 years, I remember, and I've said it before, we covered an article where a guy was saying we're going to be witnessing so much change. It's going to be like 10 years of change in 2 weeks. Hip, hip, hooray, right? We're so lucky. Of course, we've pulled through it so far. But like I say, we'll keep our guard up and keep our eyes peeled because they're never done. They're never done giving us a fucking kick. Put it that way. Unknown revolver. There you go. Yeah, not hearing much about the COVID anymore. It's gone, right? Packed its bags. It's away to Epstein Island. Never to be seen again. Unless they roll it out again, right? They might do. It's all about the war at the moment. Actually, I noticed going back about, well, in the past year up until now, when I watched a video on YouTube, when it was on autoplay, it would carry on and it would come on to some sort of UN gathering or some expert talking at the UN, talking about the COVID, talking about the fucking wonder drug, the inoculations that will protect you. No, wait, that will stop you from getting ill. No, wait, that will anything. Take your guess. But now it's not the COVID fucking conference anymore at the UN with the experts. Well, it is the conference at the UN, but it's not COVID that they're talking about now. It's the war. It's the Russians. It's Ukraine. No time for the COVID, right? This mysterious, magical, deadly disease that they talk of. Although in saying that, I was ill. Some of you will recall I was ill myself. When was it? A week ago? 2 weeks ago? And yeah, I thought it was gone. I thought it was a goner. But I'm still here. Touch wood, right? We fight to live another day. That's what you do. You take it a day at a time. That's what you've got to do, in my opinion. Live each day like it might be your fucking last, because it could be, let's face it. You never know what's around the corner. What's that quote? I shared it in the interview that I done with Bart. What was it? I think it's Mahatma Gandhi. Learn like you are going to live forever, and live like it's your last day. I might have got it wrong. Oh man, I bet I've totally butchered it. Oh man, I should imagine I probably did, but it is along that lines, I'm sure. You'd think I would know. I only made that video the other day. I had my interview with Bart on the Friday. and I had so many issues trying to upload it. I could not understand it. I thought it was never going to happen, but I managed it with the audio. And yeah, if you've not seen it, check it out. Right, it was quite good, quite interesting. Um, I've got a lot of time for Bart. He's done fantastic work. The documentary, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Moon. The other documentary, Astronauts Gone Wild, where he got punched. Or was that in the first one? Of course, he got punched by Buzz Aldrin, which is quite comical. If Buzz had punched me, it would have been the last punch. Of course, violence is not the answer, right? I think Bart done the right thing and taking a step back, although I don't think he's much of a fighting man. He's a gent, put it that way. I will get Bart on again. I want to ask him more about um, the astronauts. When you think about it, Bart's quite rare because he's one of only a handful of people that we can get to who has actually met, I think, 6 astronauts or 7. I can't remember exactly. So I want to get more of an idea about what kind of people they were, if I can. So in the near future, we will get into that again with Bart Sibrel. It was great. Who else have we got? I don't think, excuse me, that I missed anyone else. Draga, Justine, Unknown, Rock Girl, John, Diane. Lots of people, lots of comments. I'm lost in the comments already. You're going too fast, right? Andy as well. On a wild adventure. There you go, back again. Good to have Andy in the hood. Planet Guantanamo as well. There are job offers for English teachers in Ukraine and Russia and Belarus. It's funny you mentioned Belarus because I did say we're not getting into that today, but there is an article where Putin seemingly said that he might go for Poland, Belarus, and Bulgaria. I think they're talking about a no-fly zone at the moment, which kind of points to war, in my opinion. Anytime they've done that, there's been a situation that develops. It could only take one incident, one fucking false flag, if you like, which is likely to be the case, to trigger an orchestrated reaction, which could then be claimed to be some sort of nuclear World War III. At that point, we could see some kind of martial law develop in the UK. Shortages, blackouts, fucking you name it. Shit could get fucking wild. Worst case scenario, it really could. That is worst case scenario. So we've kind of got to be prepared, right? I've always got good news when I come on here. Oh man, I think internet shutdowns as well. That could be. I mean, that's been something that they've been beating the drum about for quite a while. We've covered it numerous times now. It probably will happen. They'll have an excuse for it. Oh, it's because of the Russians, or it was a cyber attack. What was the cyber attack exercise that they done? I can't remember. Was it Clade X, or is that a different one? I should really get into my slides, right? I like to say hello in the comments and see what people are saying. 2 weeks to flatten the earth. Oh, man. Yeah, 2 weeks to flatten the curve, right? 15 million jobs to freedom. Remember they said that? That was quite funny, that, was it? How many are they on now? I haven't seen very many people down at the Jabbertwa, the juice factory. Yeah, interesting that. But they are on about another booster. Hip hip hooray, right? They're talking about free jobs. Free main jobs, your free good ones, right? And then you get a booster, and then you get another booster. And it's totally fucking safe. Absolutely nothing to worry about whatsoever. I mean, if you believed that, you would fucking believe anything. I shit you not. The number of these darts that people are taking now is beyond a fucking joke. It really is. And I think a lot of people are seeing through it, which could be why as well, that they're now changing the narrative to war. Because people are fucking waking up right across the world. We've got the trucker situation, albeit it's probably now in the hands of the agenda, being driven, if you like, pardon the pun, being steered by the agenda. That's what their masters at. Manipulating any movement, any entity, any ideology, any religion, any human being, if you like, possibly even unknown to them. I would not rule that out. We always think, I mean, it's natural. It's natural to always think that we're doing the right thing. Sometimes we might not be. I guess only time will tell. I Spy Sky in the hood as well. There you go. Good to have you. If you've not seen the channel, I Spy Sky, check it out. He does great content, all original, and I highly rate it. So I advise that people get subbed. Right, 2 weeks to flatten the earth. That cracked me up. But aye, good one, right? To be honest, it doesn't take much to crack me up. Hopefully, we've got no audio issues. I don't think I've got any video files to show. Mark. There you go. Bart. Yeah, Bart's great. I really enjoyed it. I had a chat with him after as well that I never recorded. And that was quite interesting as well. He's a great guy. I've got a lot of time for him. And I look forward to catching up with him again. If anyone has any questions that they would like me even to put to Bart in the future, then it might be an idea to put them in the comments either now or after, and I'll try and remember and write them down, right, for when I get them back on again. Bill Gates' new book says this could be the last pandemic. Right. So wee Billy has had his crystal ball out again. Hip hip hooray. So yeah, we're moving from the pandemic onto the war, innit? That's the situation we're in by the looks of it at the moment. Anyway, let me quickly go at the bottom. If I missed anyone, quickly put a comment and I'll say hello. We've got Frank in the hood as well. The information tank. Always a pleasure to see Frank. I Spy Sky. John in the hood as well. Justine, Draga, Planet Guantanamo, my good friend. Yeah, number 5 there as well. Hip hip hooray, right? Oh, we're so lucky. Oh man, here I am on 0, still waiting on the first wave that they talked about. Remember the people fainting in faraway land? We never seemed to see that anywhere else, did we? Funny that, right? Still waiting on it. I wonder what wave we're on now. Oh my god, it must be like wave 20. You could imagine it like Groundhog Day. Here we are. Wave 5,000. Inoculation 6 million. Oh man. What a world, right? It is insane. Completely insane. Diane, disengage the simulator. There you go. Hey, it's blank. Yeah, I know it's blank. I am here. I am here. But we've put it blank for the moment. I am going to screen share. But I am here. I am here in the hood, right? Oh, man. But it is blank for the time being. Who else have we got? James. There you go. Good to have you. Yeah, I think I got everyone now. Reset my name. Yeah, that's what to do. Go for it. Order out of chaos. Yeah. Um, they're good at that, right? Unfortunately, I don't think even I know the world. I keep saying the world that we're in at the moment is insane. I think it could get even worse yet. To be honest, I hate to say it, but I think it could. Anyway, thank you very much to everyone for the comments. Lots of comments. And like I said at the start, we've got a great community here, a fantastic community, and everyone gets on really well, which is great. Mad Fox as well. There you go. We got you in the end. And James Smith, great stuff. Oh, you changed your name. I see. Have you done that legally? Oh man, has anyone here ever changed their name legally for the crack? It might be an idea the way the world's going, right? Change your identity. I'm not actually registered with any medical practice at the moment. When I when I moved house, I never changed any of my details. I thought, no, I'm done with any medical practice. I'm finished with that. They can ram it. I'll deal with it in any way that I can. So thank you very much to everyone for jumping in the chat. That was great. Will I put me? I don't know if that's a good idea. There we go. I'll make it. What I will have to do is make it full screen. So how do I do that again? There we go. This came out actually the other day. Let me make it big. She said, right? I made it bigger. There you go. For myself, at least, so I can fucking see it. Like I said today when I done an update, this laptop, it's tiny. I feel like it's a toy laptop, and I just struggle to see it. So I do apologize, but seemingly Ukraine, the good old Ukraine, right? Seemingly they've signed an application to join the EU, the European Union, after they got invaded by Russia. Right. Now, I'm unsure, but I think that would be possibly against some sort of law to try and join it after being invaded. From what I can recall, I think there's other countries that have been waiting to join before Ukraine that can't get in. What, do they have to go and get invaded by a country to join the fucking Nazi EU? I mean, who in the right mind would join the EU, right? You'd have to be insane. I mean, come on. I think when it comes to the EU and its origins, it's basically like a Nazi entity, possibly stemming from eugenics. And I think the CIA were involved in its establishment, if I can recall. So seemingly the Ukraine have joined it. This is them here. I mean, this fucking cracks me up. It really does. It's so funny. Is it just me that finds this funny? It's only me that's insane, right? You've got this wee guy here in the middle, and then basically what are they, giants? How tall are these guys, right? And you've got the wee guy in the middle with look, we signed the document. So we're now in the European Union. I guess we've got to take their word for it, right? shady looking characters, if I say so myself. And with me looking like one, I would know, right? But the guy in the middle must be about 4 feet tall. Where did they find him? Lapland. I noticed this article as well. It came out the other day. CNN World. Of course, CNN don't only manipulate the US, they have a go at manipulating the world masses with their toxic fucking media. Peas in a pod, of course, when it comes to all the mainstream media entities. Excuse me. So, what is it saying? Well, French presidential sources. So, you know it's true? Yeah, let's go with that. Putin struck Macron different at recent meeting. He's different. Fuck, he's not had the juice, has he? He's had his 5th jab. He's a different guy now. So Putin's went a bit. What are the? I mean, off the scale. He's a different person now. He's what? Insane? Are they going to go with that? Will he take it a step further? And then NATO has to act. Are we going to see World War III then declared? If so, how far away is that? Probably not fucking far away. So I think they're saying he's maybe getting a bit out of control. Right? And like I mentioned in today's live stream that I done, the people that have called out the agenda for what it is time after time have been calling it out for decades now. They've been right about just about everything except from up until now. A World War III. So are we now seeing the beginnings of it? I'm unsure, but I wouldn't rule it out. I think things. I think the main question at the moment for a lot of people is: are we going to see it escalate? I keep getting asked that. I can't rule it out. I don't know, but the way it is going, I think it might. Because, like I said, they are now talking about a no-fly zone. They're basically saying that Putin's lost the fucking plot. Talking about Poland and Belarus, Bulgaria, not only Ukraine. I think Poland are already part of NATO. I think Bulgaria is part of NATO, possibly Belarus as well. So I think we could see it escalate. What have they went with? The 24th of February, 2022. That's when Russia launched a large-scale invasion. Yeah. And they talk about the removal of the Ukrainian president in 2014. Now, how funny is it that that was also not on the 24th, but the 22nd, 2014? And then here we are, the 24th of February, 2022, and seemingly Russia have invaded Ukraine. Yeah. And it mentions at the start there, it's been building up its military at the border in 2021. Of course, people have been saying, look, the war's going to come. It looks like it'll be Ukraine. And it looks like they could be right. I think the big question is how much of it is going to affect us, the people. Of course, it's the people that suffer when it comes to war. But yeah, if you think of that date, excuse me, I must apologize about my throat because at the weekend I lost my voice. So I must admit it's kind of holding up, but It might drop out from time to time, so we'll go with it, right? But yeah, the 24th, 2022, 24th of the 2nd. So yeah, like people are saying in the comments, you've got the 22 What is that? I mean, you've got sixes there, right? Could be a coincidence. Of course, that's if you believe in coincidence. But I thought kind of fitting the 22nd and then the 24th. Yeah. So they've went with the 24th of February. That's when it happened. If you look back on that day, the 24th of, how do people pronounce February? I say February. I know other people pronounce it different, but we'll go with the 24th of February, right? Now, straight away, the very, very first sort of recorded point of interest, if you like, in history is the year 303. I mean, come on, really? And it's to do with the first official Roman edict for persecution of Christians issued by Emperor Diol. Diol. Oh, I can't say this. Oh man, I can't. I can't. I'm not even going to try. I do know how to say it, but I'm not even going to try because I won't. It just won't come out. But this Roman emperor, that's the first date. Quite an interesting guy as well. Yeah. Seemingly, he brought about stability, security, and efficient government to the Roman state after nearly half a century of chaos. Yeah, of course he did. So that is the very first point of interest that they've got for the 24th of February, and the date is 303. I mean, it's all very fitting, right? Of course, people would say that it's a coincidence. Sure. And if you look up on that date, it is fucking endless with the amount of different things that have happened. It's not just a random date. Um, Far from it. I mean, that one was in 303. It goes right through the 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, all the way through till, of course, today, right? This February 2019. I've pointed out a couple here. At least 133 people have died and 200 treated in hospital after drinking toxic bootleg alcohol in northeastern India. Oh man. There they are thinking that they're going to have a good time, a big party. There you go. That's what happens when you drink the moonshine, right? You want to stay away from that stuff. So yeah, that was in 2019. Again in 2019, Roman Catholic Church submit on paedophilia ends with Pope Francis promising more action and calling those guilty, quote, tools of Satan. Yeah. I bet you Pope Francis knows all about the tools of Satan. Yeah. 2020, former Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein found guilty of rape and a criminal sexual act in landmark case that ignited the Me Too movement. February 24th, 2020. Yeah. So, 2020 again. Donald Trump begins 2-day trip to India to meet the PM. 2020 again. New York firefighter Daniel Foley, who found his brother's body in ruins of World Trade Center, dies of cancer, bringing first responders' death toll to 343. Wow. All very fitting, is it? Is it just me that finds this strange? This all being on the 24th of February, year after year. 2020 again at the bottom. Why can I not see that? There we go. Memorial service for NBA star Kobe Bryant held at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. You'd think I'd have fucking made these up. I shit you not, I didn't. I have not, and I would never do such a thing. All you have to do is go on to DuckDuckGo and type in on this day, 24th of February, and you'll find it. I mean, Weinstein. Come on. That guy who was found in the Twin Towers. Kobe Bryant. The Pope. I mean, I don't know if it's just me, but I think the date, the 24th of February, it means more than we know. And of course, here we are in 2022, and you've got Putin. What are they saying? Russia begins an invasion of Ukraine just before dawn by sea, air and land, with bombings in several cities amid international condemnation. How dare they? We stand with Ukraine. Oh man, it's quite comical. I've noticed people putting up pray for Ukraine and putting up Ukraine flags, and oh man, I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't want to see anyone get hurt. But how manipulated are these people? Severely, by the looks of it. They really are controlled by the media narrative and the political narrative. So just before dawn. Yeah. Interesting that. Even the time of it, right? And even on that day, Putin announces the start of, quote, special military operation, unquote, in Ukraine to, quote, demilitarize the country. Demilitarize it. Who does Putin think he is, right? That's what the West say. That's what Boris says. Wait a minute. Have the UK never invaded any countries? What about that, Boris? What sort of blood has the UK got on its hands? Fucking plenty. Put it that way. So let's jump to the guy Putin. Hopefully we're still going, or we're still rolling. We're still going. We've got quite a few slides to get through. So I do apologise. We could be going for a wee while. But like I said, that's life, but not as we know it. I mean, this photo here, is there anything out there in the world that says more I'm in a cult than that photo right there? A secret society, a hidden fucking government, a shadow government. They're all dressed up in what, pajamas? I can't quite see the logo that's on this dressing gown, but I think Putin's wearing a badge that could potentially be Masonic. I mean, the logo's probably Masonic itself. It looks to be some kind of cross in the middle, but I'm unsure. It looks a bit like a cross. It kind of reminds me of the Knights Templar. I could be wrong, but this picture in itself is a example again of the world leaders getting together. I dread to even think about what they get up to at these ceremonies. Honestly, let's not fucking go there, right? Horrid stuff, put it that way. So that's Putin, a wee bit younger. He looks very different there, to be honest. You've got to wonder with these characters, right? These actors that they use. So a young Putin chatting away with George Bush. Now, come on, we all know that George Bush is lock, stock, and barrel agenda, New World Order. No doubt about it. These guys not only dress the same, they are peas in a pod. No fucking question about it, in my opinion at least. So that's Putin and George. Here they are again. It's another get together. Oh man, it's so comical. Honestly. Are they the guys that kicked off the cross dressing? Is that when it started getting big? Yeah. I guess it might have been right. So there you've got I think it's the Chinese PM Putin and Bush again, right? All cozy, one big family in their pajamas, away to have their ceremony. Yeah. If we zoom into this one, it's a bit more Masonic looking. You can see it a bit clearer. It's not an exact Masonic logo. What I think it would be is a sort of Asian, continental design, possibly from a Chinese Masonic lodge even. It looks very Masonic. It is not, I must admit, it's not exact. But I mean, it's not also the clearest. That was the clearest one that I could get for the time being. But we might come back to it in the future. The new war order is going to be every 2 or 3 weeks. So there's going to be a lot to get into. A fucking lot. I shit you not. Honestly, I'm kind of thinking, let's not go there. But we're going to go there. We're going to do it. We've got no agenda. We've got no one saying, look, don't go here, don't go there, do this, do that. We're just going to go with it. Like I said, the only reason I'm really here is through genuine concerns that I've had in the past for where the world is, where it's going. I've got concerns for my kids, for my family, especially in Scotland. So I kind of want to fight against it. I want to stop it. It might not happen, but I'm going to fucking try. I'm certainly not a hero. I'm certainly not a leader. But over time, I have grew to enjoy creating different content and looking into different things. I am a very curious character. What is it they say? Curiosity killed the cat, right? Oh dear. I think cats have got 9 lives, so we're going to be all right. Let's go with that. I'm looking at the moment quickly in the chat. Good to see Frank. Always chatting away, right? I've got lots of time for Frank. Chinese, yeah, I think so. Or were you referring to the other logo? Possibly Asian, a Chinese adoption of a Freemasonic logo. Resisting the lies. If you've not subscribed, make sure you do. I can see he's in the chat tonight. 1 day, sorry. I thought it was 10. Honestly, my eyesight's terrible. One day we will be sorry, fucking it, I can't even read. Honestly, it's my eyesight. I'm trying to read my phone. One day we will all be free. There you go. I got there in the end. A round of applause. Oh, man. So, yeah, thank you very much for jumping in the chat. Carmel as well. There you go. Fake dove of peace in a pyramid. Yeah, you could be right. A dove crossed my mind. I thought either a dove, some sort of angel wings, or maybe a flower. I think you could be right though. I think it might be a dove. That could be a good shout. So thank you very much for that one. I will try and have a look in the chat while I'm butchering my slideshow. Let me quickly grab a drink. How long have we went? Nearly an hour. Fucking hell. I've hardly even got started. Oh man. This might be a long one. A lotus flower did cross my mind as well. I'm unsure. But yeah, I kind of thought tulip to begin with, but I don't think it is that. But I think you might be right with the wings, dove wings. I think that could be. I mean, we're never going to know for sure. I don't think, but we can certainly take a stab at it. It is very very Masonic looking. I don't think there's any doubt about that. I have seen people say, "Look, it's a Freemasonic logo." I can't say it for 100%, but I reckon it probably is. I mean, what else is it going to be, right? Um, and of course, yeah, when it comes to China, of course, they've got Freemasons. I mean, when it comes to these secret societies, there's no border. The agenda, it does not have a border. Fucking no chance. It extends right across the globe. Its origins go so deep. It's unbelievable. But there you go. This is seemingly the world that we're in. Here's the logo for Japan Lotus, Chinese Freemason. So maybe that is exactly what is on the logo. The lotus flower. Maybe we've cracked it with a Masonic logo. Japan Lotus Freemason. Hong Men. Yeah, I know them well, right? The Hong Men. Yeah. And if any of you seen when was it? The live stream that I done on the Mario Bros, the Super Mario Bros. We touched on the yin and the yang. Is that what it is? I always think it's a peace sign. For some reason, I don't know why that is. Is that only me? For some reason, I always think that yin and yang sign represents peace. But maybe it does. But from what we looked into, Freemasons do use it, and judging by this logo, so do the Chinese Freemasons. I think Tokyo, not the greatest of picture this, but this is the Masonic Center in Tokyo. It would appear people in Tokyo look like they're Freemasons as well. Again, it has no border. Don't think that it does, because it doesn't. Here they've got a fancy center, like a museum. Now, I'd imagine many people have seen this. This is actually where it's from, the Tokyo Masonic Center. Quite an interesting one, that. People in the past have said that there's one that you can see the hammer, you see the G, then below that you've got the hammer. And then below that, you've got what looks a bit like a space shuttle. I think it's more to represent possibly the male penis. That would be my guess. But it does look like the space shuttle. I mean, the shuttle could be based on that as well. If you look at some of Elon Musk's rockets, I mean, fucking hell, he may as well paint them a big cock and balls because that's what it fucking looks like. Or is that just me? But you'll notice there as well, there's a cross. Um, I did see it. I've not actually got the screen grab of it, but there's a cross there. Looks a bit like a Scotland flag. Um, there was a video of Putin I think it was not the 20, what date is it just now? The 1st. It was a video from the 28th, I believe. And Putin was sitting in a seat, and on the side of the seat, on the wooden part of it at the back, it looked a bit there was two logos that looked exactly like that. I wish I'd got a grab of it now. I have got it, but I've not got it on my slide. I might try and dig it out if I get a chance, but I don't know if I'm going to have time. And of course, they've got the pillars, right? The Freemasonic pillars, a dead giveaway. And the hammer, quite a common one, the hammer, throughout. The judge, of course, in the UK. I'm unsure if it's right across the world where the judge puts down the hammer. 10 years. We seen what you said on fucking YouTube. Move straight to jail. Throw away the key, right? I think it is used right across the board. And again, that will show you the extent that these people have got. Of course, you could revert to, well, that's a coincidence. Sure. And of course, like I said, no border when it comes to the secret society, even when it comes to Russia. If you think, if you're under the impression that there's no Freemasons in Russia, you're very much mistaken from what I can gather. And again, the roots when it comes to secret societies in Russia, they go deep, very deep. How deep do you want to go? That's the question, right? Can anyone speak Russian? I can't remember. I think it's, I don't think it's Moscow. But again, all the Masonic giveaways, right? The checkered floor, the pillars, the moon, the sun, the star. Again, Russia. This is the Grand Lodge of Russia. They tweeted this in 2017. Again, you'll see a pick, and I think it's a shovel. I think there's other tools as well. Let me see. Can people see it? I think so. You can't. I think that you can't see my pointer, but I think there is a sickle there as well at the top. You can't quite make it out. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. But of course, the tools as well. Tools of the trade, right? Is that a Bible? Is there two Bibles there? So yeah, that's a Russian Masonic lodge. Of course, there's Masonic lodges in every nation in the world, pretty much. From what I can gather, they're fucking everywhere, unfortunately. So we'll jump back to Putin for a sec. Even the raising of the hand, uniformed across the leaders, You can't get any more "I'm in a fucking cult" than that, can you? I mean, come on, how obvious do they want to make it? Um, yeah. Someone said there they've got free Bibles. Um, is there free there? I don't think there is, but they might have. You could be right. I'm unsure. I'm unsure about that, but you could be right. Um, would it be the Old and the New Testament? Um, I'm unsure. Interesting that. So yeah, we'll jump back to Putin or Putin, if you like. Yeah, Masonic wave, right? Like the Queen. I want to touch on now um, the handshake, the real grip of a fellow craftsman. It's a bit like a woman's handshake, in my opinion. When I shake a guy's hand, I like a good strong grip. Almost to a squeezing extent. I like to feel the guy's blood against against my hand. I don't know why, but that's what I like in a handshake. I think my late father was the same. So I like to, yeah, get a good grip. I wouldn't be able to shake a Freemason's hand the way that they do it. It's it's almost feminine. Not that I've got anything against that, but it's not me. So we know, I'm pretty sure that everyone knows about the Masonic shake, the real grip of the fellow craft. This is a bit, I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it. Let me try and make it bigger. The Mason takes the fellow Mason by the right hand, as in the ordinary hand shake, and presses the top of his thumb hard on the second knuckle. The fellow Mason presses his thumb against the same knuckle of the first Mason's hand. So, I mean, they've pretty much grabbed the knuckle, right? The kind of the middle of the hand sort of area. It's not how you shake a hand, right? It's not how you do it. I've shaken, I've shaken many of people's hands in the past because I do like to do it, and that's not how you shake a hand. Put it that way, right? So jumping back to Putin, who you've got not quite on the knuckle, but almost a sort of unnatural position with the thumb, and again with Barack Obama. Like I said about George Bush, these guys are agenda controlled. Don't be thinking that Putin is not. The apple does not fall far from the tree. So that's him and Obama. That's him again with Bush, right? These are his buddies. And of course, they like to shake hands a certain way. A slightly younger Putin again. Um, yeah, interesting one that. Strange sort of looking photo. Um, David Cameron, another agenda man. I mean, come on, David Cameron, right? Fucking hell, you couldn't get any more agenda than Cameron. Here he is here, again, in my opinion, with a abnormal Masonic handshake. And of course, it's the guy Kissinger, his old pal Henry. They look quite happy there. Some of you might recall, I mentioned a tie before, way back when I said that Trump was going to get elected because of a tie that he had on. It was very similar to the one that Putin's got on there. I think it's a Masonic tie. It's a black and white one. We seen it on Trump, he won. Or was it Biden actually that I called? It was Biden. I seen it on Biden. I had originally seen it on Trump. Then I seen it on Biden in a debate. And I thought, fucking hell, that's the tie. And then it's very similar, although that photo's not the best. Some of you might recall it. So his good pal Henry, good old Henry, right? What an evil entity, if there ever was one. Holy Jesus, honestly. And of course, he's seemingly quite pally with the guy Kissinger. Who'd have thought it, right? I mean, how much more do you want to tell you that Putin's controlled? Again, meeting in his younger days by the looks of it. Henry, quite pally with the guy Henry. I think this might be Klaus Schwab, the guy that we can't see. Can I zoom in? I can't zoom in, but I think it might be. I think the guy that's turned around could be Schwab, the James Bond baddie. But here's Putin and Henry again, getting quite close. And of course, when it comes to Henry, you want to talk about a Rockefeller lapdog? Wow. Henry is and was basically David's right-hand man. That's what he was, from what I can gather. And Kissinger was basically, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, I can't fucking think. Not a controller. Oh, I can't think of the word. But he controlled a lot of people. Put it that way. The word fails me. Like, he minded many, many people. And by the looks of it, including Putin. Handler, that's the one. Frank got it. And Matt's got it as well. Dusty Nothing as well. People got it. You knew what I meant then. Great. I was thinking there, people won't even know what I'm talking about. They're going to be thinking, the guy's away. He's away on one again. But from what I can gather, the guy Kissinger, he was the handler for many different people. And I think Trump, Putin. Who else was it I came across? But a lot of different politicians. I can't remember exactly. You'd have to look back on the video that I done on David Rockefeller. Kissinger, he is basically a Rockefeller without the name. He was David's right-hand man. Kind of fit in there with the eagle as well. I can't remember who the other guy is. Some of you with a better mind than me may recall. But yeah, in my opinion, Kissinger is Rockefeller's right-hand man. Anyone that you've seen in the past with Kissinger, they're working for the agenda. No matter what they do, no matter what the media tell you about them, go by who they associate with, and you will not go far wrong, I can assure you. And the Rockefeller connections with Russia go way back. Again, I refer to the video that I done on David. He talks about Russia. We covered that. So the connections are well and truly there. Who's the guy in the middle? Who's the giant? Here we are with another giant, right? Let me quickly grab a drink for a sec. Yeah, so who's the guy? Who's the giant? Bigfoot and the Hendersons. Oh man, we've still got a few more slides to go. We're going to be here all night. What time is it now? Oh, Jesus. I do apologize, right? So the guy Putin, let's expand on more while I'm still awake. Hopefully, I won't fall asleep. Um, Here you've got the world leaders, the good guys. Dun, 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 dun. You know, these world leaders, these heroes that protect us. We put great faith, great trust in them. And what do we get? Fucking tyranny. Of course, if you want to put trust in these guys, God help you, put it that way. But here you've got, where is Putin in this? He's there somewhere, I'm sure. No, actually, Putin's not in this one. I don't think. He wasn't. I think Putin came into power in 2000 and then again in 2004. So you could say he's not quite been in power for 20 years, although you could say he's been in power for over 20 years. It's a farce how it happened when you look back over Putin stepping down and coming back. And yeah, there's no democracy in the world. We know that, right? Even here in the UK. I mean, people think there's democracy in the UK. I mean, come on. Fucking hell. Wake up, right? Get a grip. Someone pointed out, um, above us, below. Yeah, very good shout. The reflection on the water. Right, this is from 1997 in Vancouver, Canada, of all places. We do have Canadians, possibly not in the house tonight, but hello to the Canadian crew, right? So this is a World Leaders Summit, and they're posing for their photo in Vancouver. And yeah, as above, so below, a reflection on the water. The shadow government, if you like. Yeah, all very fitting again. I think at the very end, you've got Bill Clinton, another evil, evil entity. I don't think I could name anyone else from that, to be honest. World leaders from 1997 is your chosen topic for Mastermind. Can anyone name anybody else from that? I don't think I can. That's probably not even Clinton at the very end. One of the guys looks a bit like Buzz Aldrin. They just threw him in. There was one short. Fuck it, Buzz will do. He's in the studio still. He's on the moon again. Oh man. If you've not checked out my interview with Bart Sibrel, make sure you check it out. Anyway, jumping back to these guys. They're all linking their hands, right? Holding hands, linking up. I guess that's nothing. That's just for the photo. They're posing. Well, here they are doing it again in 1999. Now, I think Putin is in this. I think that's him at the end, at the right-hand side. I fucking swear that's him. Let me see. I'm pretty sure that is. So maybe I'm wrong in thinking that he got voted in 2000. Can someone correct me? Oh, man. I'm adamant that's Putin at the very end. This looks a bit like what is it, Away in a Manger? No crib for a bed. Oh, man. So this is in 1999. Auckland, New Zealand. Yeah, and again, they're all linking arms, holding hands, all the world leaders, all the faithful crew. Sure. Again, that'll be just a coincidence, right? Of course it's not. It's symbolic. What is it they say? Signs and symbols control the world. You can fucking say that again. I guess another coincidence, because here's Tony Blair. How evil can you get? And his wife, Cherie Blair, even, who always looks like she's been electrocuted. Is it just me that thinks that? Cherie Blair, yikes. And the Queen, of course, the Queen. A lot of talk about her at the moment being ill. Yeah. I don't think they're ready to pull the Queen's dead card yet. I think that might come though. Certainly wouldn't rule it out. I mean, it's going to come, let's face it. We all die eventually. But I think they would use her death for their own gain. And what was it someone said? They might put her on ice. Oh man, I shouldn't laugh. I think it was Karen, I can't remember. They might put it on ice. And I was like, what, put the Queen in ice? Put the Queen in ice until they're ready to roll her out again and say, oh, by the way, she's Joe the Toff, brown bread, toes up. The Convid done it. The Russians done it. What was that poisoning situation we had in the UK with, what was the Chokhanov? With the stuff that seemingly a guy got poisoned. It was a bottle of perfume or I can't remember the story exactly. It was absolutely comical. It was so manipulated. It was, I mean, it was hard to believe, even even surely for the average sheep, how anyone could have believed that poisoning, the Russian poisoning story, is beyond me. Let me see the chat quickly. Novichok, is that what it was called? Yeah, I think Novichok. Someone got poisoned. Was it the Skripals? I can't remember. Yeah, Novichok, I think, was the poison. Seemingly that was the Russians that done it. So we might get into that actually because it's fucking hilarious. It really is. The story that they went with, oh man, it is so comical and full of just nonsense. We might get into it in the future for at least a laugh, right? One day we will all be free. Oh yeah, perfume bottle under the park bench. My uncle was in shock. He goes shopping there. Yeah, that's right. They said some guy found a perfume bottle and it had the poison in it. What make is it? People are asking. I might get my wife some. Of course, don't be doing that, right? But yeah, like some of you did say in the comments, it's old lang syne, right? The linking of the arm. It's a Masonic dance, if you like. A Masonic symbol, if there ever was one. Of course, Auld Lang Syne is a poem by Robert Burns. Robbie Burns. Wee Robbie. Wee Robbie. That's my pure Scottish voice. Wee Robbie Burns, right? Remember him well. Surely 1788, like it was yesterday, of course. I'm not that old, fucking hell. I feel it. I genuinely feel it. My insides feel it. So I could be. Of course, yeah. We've touched on Robert Burns in the past. There is no more Masonic than Robert Burns. Excuse me, as I burp. When it comes to Robert Burns, they don't even deny it. They don't even hide it. In fact, they promote the fact that he was a Freemason. They celebrate it. So be careful when you're celebrating Burns Day, right? Now, here's an illustration of the poem Auld Lang Syne from the 1800s, the early 1800s, by an artist, J.M. Wright, and another guy, Edward Skirvin. We'll go with Scarvin. Wait a minute. By J.M. Wright and Edward Scarvin, John Rogers. So I don't know, is it Free Guys? Someone help me out. It's someone anyway who has created an illustration to go along with. It's like an album cover, I guess. Um, it's an illustration that goes along with the poem Auld Lang Syne, the Masonic poem, of course. So what sort of illustration would it be? Well, of course, it is the Masonic handshake. Shock horror, right? Who'd have thought it? Indeed it is. I can't quite make out the time on the clock. I'd imagine it'll be 3 minutes past 3. It's hard to see. I couldn't get a great photo of it. But you'll notice in the table, on the table even, I did zoom in a wee bit. I'm hoping that you can see it. I can't get the pointer. I'm sure you can see in the top corner where I've cropped and zoomed in that we have indeed got, without question, a Masonic handshake on I think the second knuckle of the right hand. I mean, that one's undeniable, right? There's no denying that one. Think it's a coincidence? Well, no, because they made other illustrations from way back. And again, they've got the handshake in the middle with the thumb clearly on the knuckle. Abnormal, in my opinion. And once again, this illustration here with the handshake on the table. I guess the Masonic deal being made, right? Or you can put it down to coincidence. And like I said, they don't even hide it now. This came out December 2021. Freemasonry behind Auld Lang Syne, arm linking at New Year. No shit, Sherlock. Of course it is. With Robert Burns being a Freemason, it's pretty much a dead giveaway, right? The linking of arms as well is quite common in the sort of Masonic playground, if you like, for their horrid rituals that they go through. Again, jumping back to Putin. Here he is. I can't remember the other guy's name here. Can anyone recall who that guy is? We know that guy's Putin. He's giving him the fingers, I think. He's telling him to F off, right? Again, a very Masonic looking handshake. Who's the other guy? His name, I'm unsure. Is anyone sure? Let me grab a drink. My throat's holding up, so that's the main thing. The big worry now is that I might fall asleep. So if you hear snoring, we'll call it a night. And here you go, it's like a wee mini Auld Lang Syne. This one goes way back. Can anyone name the people in this picture? I'll check in the chat. I think pretty much you could get them all, to be fair. Hello to Shona as well. Shona D, who's in the hood. I'm looking at the chat at the moment. Jacqueline as well. You're only as old as the woman you feel. I'm unsure what that means, to be honest. Do you mean the woman that you feel up or the woman that you feel like? I'm unsure. Oh, man. Cracker. There you go. Thank you very much, Jacqueline, for joining tonight. And Shawnee, Mad Fox as well. And Frank. Yeah, they're all having a good time, right? Cherie Blair, I swear she always looks like she's been electrified. And Tony Blair, have you seen him lately? He looks like the fucking devil himself. Honestly. Oh my God. What a horrid, horrid creature he is. Some of you might recall the video that I done. Who are they? I think it was called that. We touched on the Rothschilds. Now, the Rothschilds they've got a mansion. And what they do is they get people like Tony Blair, Prince Charles, celebrities, politicians, they come out to the mansion and they dig a hole and plant a tree. Then the Rothschild family put the shovel that they use in their lobby or fucking hallway. What I call it is the Hall of Shame. It's a trophy room for the Rothschilds for every lapdog that they have. And of course, Tony Blair is included in that. If you've not seen, I think it's called Who Are They? It's a video that I done that it done quite well, actually. And I noticed someone commented yesterday saying that it's aged well. So we might have to have a look back on it and see exactly what was said, right? That's one thing I'm quite bad at. I should do that because we have predicted, well, not predicted, but called out a lot. We really fucking have. And we've done it together as well. It's not just been me. A lot of things we do in real time, interacting, and like tonight. And it's great. I'm hoping not to keep you all night. So I do apologise. Judy C in the house as well. Bars, there you go. Churchill, Truman, Stalin. I think Bars nailed it. Yeah, Frank nailed it as well. Churchill, Truman, Stalin. Of course, Truman, right? Talk about Truman. We are in the Truman Show. I think that's what we are in. Let me jump back. So it's Churchill, Truman, and Stalin, the Three Musketeers. See what I thought was quite funny? The guy in the middle, not the guy with the guy at the back behind them. I don't know if you're going to see it very well. Not the military guy behind them, but the other guy. He looks a bit like the guy Oswald. Or is that just me? I don't know. I'm unsure, but he fucking has this look of Oswald. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. But I'd have to get a photo. But I'm unsure. But the reason I did bring it up is, of course, the handshake again, right? The Three Musketeers, peas in a pod, the Russians, the Yanks, and the British. Yeah, they all hate each other. Sure they do. Sure they do. Keep telling yourself that, right? Live in ignorance, if you like. Stalin, yeah. Jumping back to Putin, we might get back to Stalin, actually. I think I've got another slide on that guy. Fucking another Freemason without a doubt. I mean, come on. Now, I take it this day, Putin and Bush forgot their clothes and they had to wear a rug that's from the Lost and Found. I think they're in Mexico. It's the world leaders again. Oh, man. So they've got Aladdin's magic rug on them in case they want to fly away. Now, we're not going to get on to George Bush because we're more Putin today. I think the one on Bush looks a bit like a Canadian. What's the leaf? Is it a maple leaf? Am I right in thinking that? Excuse me. I could be wrong, but it looks a bit like that. It gives me that impression. Canada. It says Canada to me. It might not say that to anyone else, but it says that to me. But Putin, what about his wee rug? What about his magic carpet? Where's he going with that? What's on hit, right? It's clearly some kind of flower. As you can see, it's a bit like I kind of want to say daisy, but it's not. It's got a bit in the middle, and it's got one, two, three, four, five petals. Right? It's quite distinguishable, in my opinion. So, what have we got on that? Is there anything? That's it zoomed in a bit. I managed to crop this one. I was thinking ahead. There you go, professional, right? So we've zoomed in a bit, and I think we've got a bit of a clearer picture to that one. And yes, we do indeed have the Masonic connection once again. The Masons call this one the Forget Me Not flower. And I think it stems back to Russia and Germany. I think Germany actually, when they painted a picture that they chased away all the Freemasons and ran them out of town and closed all the lodges down. Sure. Here's Stalin again. This is the hidden hand, which we've pointed out before. You've got the guy Karl Marx, shock horror, right? Lenin, Stalin, and is that Pope Francis? It looks like a scene from a movie with Pope Francis sitting on what is it, a tube? A train? Oh man, the satanic Pope Francis with the hidden hand, the Masonic hidden hand. It's, in my opinion, when it comes to that, it's a dead giveaway. There's no two ways about it. It's a clear picture. Why have we got a blank one there? Who knows, right? Something must be missing. Oh man, what have I done? There you go. We fell into the abyss with that slide. We'll let it slide, right? This is a question that was on what's that site called? I can't remember the name. Is it Quran? I can't remember. But the question is, if Putin is a master mason, who is the Grand Master in Russia? Seemingly it's that guy. Now, I don't know how much. We take everything with a pinch of salt. Always take everything with a pinch of salt. It's like Bill Cooper said, read everything, listen to everyone, believe nothing, not a thing, until you can prove it yourself. This picture, I don't know, it looks a bit strange. I'm unsure how real it is. Of course, it could be just an old photo that's been over edited and it makes it look a bit suspicious. Maybe it's been in the hands of NASA and their magical editing skills. Let me get comfy. But I'm unsure. But seemingly this guy is the Grand Master of a Russian lodge in Russia, clearly. Andrei Bogdanov. Andrei Bogdanov. There you go. Fucking, I think I actually got that right. Jacqueline reckons it could be photoshopped. I would not rule that out. The guy looks happy, yeah. He's ecstatic, right? I'm very happy today. Promoted to the Grand Master. I think in the back there, is that a representation of Prince William of Orange? I think it might be. I could be wrong. It's clearly someone on a horse at battle. But yeah, I don't know. There was something about the photo. It didn't quite sit right. I could be wrong. But going by this website, that guy there, Andrei Bogdanov, is the Grand Master of the Grand Lodge of Russia, established 1995. He is also seemingly a political strategist and a minor politician. He was a candidate during the 2008 presidential elections in Russia. Almost 1 million Russians voted for him, going by this website. So, I mean, if that is true, there could be quite a big Russian Masonic following, almost voting this guy into some sort of role. So don't think that Masonry has borders, that Russia kicked them all out like the Nazis did. They didn't. They basically put them into hiding while they orchestrated whatever it was they were going to orchestrate, which was clearly the war, right? Are we going to see that now? The guy also said on this one, on the same article, I don't think that Putin is a member of the Grand Lodge of Russia, though he has his own group of friends and cohorts. We call it, quote, O0 cooperative, quote, close quote. Because some of them, including Putin, owned summer houses in the O0 housing cooperative on a lake in St. Petersburg, in the area of St. Petersburg. O0 means lake in Russian. So this guy's hinting at Putin having his own branch, basically. Now, when it comes to these secret societies, we do know that they have many different branches, many different forms, cells, if you like, where they might not be called Freemasons, but they will be working for the same agenda, at least in my opinion. I think that might be it for the slides. I have got an article to get into. I want to touch on a wee bit of it, at least. But I do want to show you this as well. Some of you may recall, I think it was 2 weeks ago, maybe 3. I shared a video of an aircraft circling and it left chemtrails galore. Well, it was back again. I mentioned it on my live today. It came back again. It was back again today. And once again, it was spraying the chemtrails. In a different position, although I don't think very far from where it was the time before. And it was the same aircraft as well. I think the exact same one. Now, when it came the last time, we got fucking really bad weather not long after it. So I'm wondering if that's going to be the case again. I guess time will tell. We've had pretty good weather recently. Today it felt like spring, which is good. I love that feeling. Flowers, bees, birds. It's good. It's what I like. The winter, I hate it. And I stay in Scotland. Oh man, I'm doomed, right? So let me jump. Can I? There we go. Jump back to me. I am here in full bot form tonight. Why can I not share? Right, let's get rid of me. Let me get the article up. I'll quickly. What will I do? I don't want to just leave dead air. Although I done that today when the the laptop died. Speaking of that, just literally as I said that, it dimmed. So I better put it in now. What I'll do is I'll put in the charger, I'll get the article, and we'll have a wee look, and then we'll get a catch up in the chat. I kind of don't want to go any longer than 2 hours. We're nearly on that already. So let me quickly, if I can work it, hopefully the audio's all right and everything. You managed to see what I've put up so far. Nothing groundbreaking, nothing extreme. As always, a bit of a relaxed affair. Just sort of going over stuff, being sure about the people that we're dealing with when it comes to people like Putin. So I'll be about 2 minutes. Boo! We're back again. Ta-da! Oh man, there we go. We're all sorted. We're not gonna have a laptop disappear. Oh man, what a schoolboy error this afternoon. Setting up, all good to go, and then the battery died halfway through the stream. Not even halfway. So I do apologize to anyone who was watching today. I have now got the article. Can I get it up? She said, add, no, remove. Oh man, what am I doing? Right, screen share. Oh my goodness. Honestly, one of these days, right? Surely one of these days we're going to get it right. We'll go with that. Do we need me? We don't really need me, to be fair. Fucking hell, there's 3 of me there. Oh man, we'll get rid of me. So it's the full screen. Right, let me double check this is actually working. Yeah, we're good to go. We're all good in the hood. What have we got comment-wise? Jesus, lots of comments. Yeah. If you've not been to Scotland, you've got to come, right? You've got to come and check it out. You really have. He's saying that looking through Scottish glasses, though. Of course, you've got to represent your homeland, right? Oh man, coffee's coming back. Here we go. Freemasonry matters. That's what the website's called. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, Freemasonry matters. Promoting the fraternity across the world. Yeah, but not Russia, right? Yeah. West Midlands Freemasons help fund sight loss research at University College London. Here's them at Asda's, handing over the check. Look at us, we're good guys. We're the heroes. We're the Freemasons, the charitable Freemasons. All we do is help people. We're a charity. No, you're not a charity. They have claimed, only recently as well, the Freemasons in the UK, they took it to court to get the title of a charity, and they failed. How they managed to fail is beyond me. They basically run the court. But it will be back again, and they will get the claim, and it will open up a loophole to more money laundering. That's what they like. They're experts at money laundering. I can fucking assure you, they're great at that. Of course, they all look after each other. Many businessmen enter it to carry out favours for other people. So this article here, Freemasonry Matters, I do know a guy actually who tells me that he was a Freemason. He's not anymore. I might get him on. I mentioned it before in the past. I might get him on. Not so we can grill him. Fucking why were you a Freemason? Not so we can grill the guy, but just generally get a chat with him, get his take on them. He might tell us stuff that we never knew. I think it could be quite interesting. So I might get the guy on. I was listening to a Bill Cooper episode where he interviewed a guy who used to be a Freemason, and that was quite interesting. That I might dig it out and share some clips from it. They covered a lot. It was a great episode. It was a Hour of the Time episode. Now, this article here, as you can see, where is it? It mentions here about the Roistocratians. Is it aristocrats? Will we go with that? Aristocrats. Who basically were in the Rosy Cross Order. A secret society. We might get into that possibly next time. I've got a few bits on them. The Rosy Cross. Well, sorry, the Order of the Rosy Cross. I think this is a Russian Freemasonic illustration. I mean, it's the exact same as the ones that we have, right? Can we zoom in? Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much a carbon copy, only it's a Russian version. You've got all the tools down here. The hammer and the spade. An anchor there as well, I noticed. Skull and bones. I think it's a scythe. or a sickle. It kind of looks like the scythe that the Grim Reaper would have, if you know what I'm referring to. So is that to represent death? I mean, it's a carbon copy of the Masonic images from Britain. Can I get away from this? Yeah. But this article, it stems from the Cross Keys magazine, number 205, December 2017. Can we get onto that? Yeah. Can we make it full screen? A Masonic fucking Christmas tree. Oh, man. With the keys as well. A key's another symbol that they use quite a lot. That must be a Masonic Christmas card, I'd imagine. Horrid, right? That's going to put you off ever getting any Christmas cards again. Of course, when it comes to Christmas, a huge satanic connection there. And by the looks of it, a fucking Masonic one. I haven't actually had a look through this, so I might save it for next time. The article I was wanting to get, I can't get it, but I think we might cover it next time. What it's basically about is the origins of Russia, the origins of the hammer and the sickle, the artist who came up with the logo. Can anyone guess how old the artist was when he established the hammer and sickle logo in Russia? Can anyone take a wild stab at how old the guy was? We will get into it next time. We're going to do the New War Order, every few weeks. Very old. Well, he would be now. But I'm referring to when he created. Yeah, of course he was. Draga got it in one. He was indeed 33-year-old. I mean, talk about a Masonic giveaway, right? But that is one we're going to get into next week, because it would appear that its origins are indeed Masonic. Shock horror, right? This looks like it could be really interesting. See, what I'll do is I'll pop it in the chat and people can check it out. If I can manage that. Oh man, there you go. And we will get into it again as well. How do I do this? Remove chat. There we go. And like we've just seen, the hammer is a dead giveaway. Talk about signs and symbols. The handshake, the hammer, and the company that these people keep. In my own personal opinion, there's no doubt about it that Putin is New World Order. They may paint a picture that paints Putin as one of us, if you like. It'll be fabricated fucking nonsense. He is not one of us. He's one of them guys in the fucking pajamas at the rituals. He's not gone rogue. These entities, they can't go rogue because they'll get taken out, finished, replaced. So even if he did go rogue, they've probably replaced him with some sort of clone. That would not surprise me. They can't have anyone go rogue. Look at JFK. I think he might have had plans for going rogue, doing his own thing. They won't have it. They would take you out. You play ball for them, or you don't play ball at all. The world is their stage, no one else's. They manipulate it as they see fit. And they use secret societies like the Freemasons, the Scottish Rite, the Knights Templar, the is it Boulay? They've all got their branches, but they're all rooted to the same tree, and that is the agenda. Straight up. They're now shifting the narrative to war. I mentioned this afternoon. Someone, I don't know, I think it was on Odyssey. Someone said about Putin bombing a biological laboratory. That was getting passed about. If that was the case, he's destroying evidence for the agenda. It's as simple as that. The media, while the media tell everyone to look at Wuhan, shit might have been going down in Ukraine laboratories, and now they've just got rid of all the fucking evidence. That would not surprise me one bit. But it's hard to confirm anything. You've got to, like I've said before, you've got to take it with a pinch of salt. Everything that you see, especially with the media, don't buy it. Again, the big question is, could it escalate? I think it could. I genuinely think it could. To a point, to what point even? I'm unsure. I don't think I would go as far as to say to in danger of life, but to an extent where it could affect your day-to-day living. I think that could be the case. I genuinely hope not. I can't see this blowing over. They're talking about a no-fly zone. To me, that points to an incident occurring very soon, possibly involving 2 fighter jets or a target being bombed, which is then going to trigger the events which could probably kick off an orchestrated World War III. They're already talking about it possibly being nuclear. I don't think it will be nuclear, but I don't think we can rule anything out, to be honest. Who's this Z guy? I'm unsure. Someone mentioned a guy. I can't remember his name. It was a name that I can't pronounce. You're guessing 222 years old. Yeah, he might be now. So he's cracking on. I take it you know the guy well then, Shona. Of course he was 33, and we will get into that. Next time around on this, we're going to look more at the origins in terms of Russia, a wee bit more at Putin, but mainly more at what's going on today, where the narrative is at the moment. So in the next few weeks, we'll get into that. On Friday, I'll be back again. I'm unsure. It could be about space and Mars, but I am wanting to do one on geoengineering because it's non-fucking stop and it needs to be covered. It needs to be said. We can't fucking let it go. I'm not letting it go. Not at all. I'm not having it. I am not fucking having it. I firmly believe that the geoengineering that's been happening has put us in a situation where if we are going to see severe weather events and they're going to blame it on global warming. Zelensky. That name rings a bell. Diane. Not Diane, but Zelensky. Of course I know Diane, right? My good friend Diane. I think I need to get a new fridge. I'm not sure if you can hear it. It keeps making a mad noise. I noticed it the other day. So I kicked it and it stopped. Old school tools, right? Give it a kick. But I think I might be due a new one. I certainly don't advise you go kicking your fridge. But there you go, right? The things you hear at That's Life, but not as we know it. Anyway, we've went just over the 2 hour mark. Wow. I can't thank everyone enough for staying and putting up with me. Unreal, right? What a world we're in. So seemingly Ukraine have joined the EU. If they fast track their application, I guess that would put Ukraine in NATO. Would that then mean we are at war if we're a NATO nation? We're going to keep an eye on the situation, of course, right? We're not going to let it slip. We're not going to let it go. But like I said, the chemtrails are back. The spy planes are back. They don't seem to be going away either. Can I jump on, Boo? There I go. So yeah, quite a long one. Tonight, I cut my hair today. You might notice. I cut my own hair. I stopped going, obviously. I don't wear masks or whatever, but they actually closed the hairdressers for quite a while here. So I stopped going, and I've kind of never went back. And Shona knows the score. I think what what they say is that symbolism runs the world. That's what they go with. And it's everywhere. For eyes that can see it, they will see it. Pick too small. Yeah, fuck. If we get rid of me in your comment, yeah, it's probably too wee to see, to be honest. I've never said that before, right? But it was the same plane. I forget the name. The Boeing E3D Sentry. I put a video on about it a few weeks ago. I called it a chemcraft. If you look back on my videos, you'll see it. It came back. It was back again today, circling again, in round about the same area, spraying continuously. I hope I'm not going to get ill again. Right? Is that what's going to happen now? I'm going to get fucking that illness stomach bug again after them spraying buggers that they are. No, you can't see it. If you see it, you'll ask me who done it because you'll want to sort them out, right? Who done that? Do you want me to get them? There you go. AKA, good to have you in the hood, right? A regular. I seen that you said you were late. I'll let you off. I'll let you off with that one. I wish you and your mother all the very best. I hope she's doing well. I send all my love to you and your family and Draga. Oh, is that who he is? Ah, right, I see. I've not looked into him, but that could be something that we can do next time. I'll have a look at him. What was his name again? Zelensky. It does ring a bell for some reason. I can't think why. So yeah, we'll have a look into him for sure. Hopefully it wasn't too boring tonight. I know it can drag on a bit because I'm so fucking unprofessional. But it's the way I roll. It's how it goes down. That's life, but not as we know it. It's terrible. But it's good terrible, right? And I enjoy it. The time flies. The first hour, I can't believe how quick it went in. Honestly. And thank you very much. Yeah, we're going to get into the economic forum next time as well in regards to Putin. Yeah, he's well tied with them. Shock horror. One of their young leaders groomed for the position. But he's not New World Order, right? Of course he is, without a doubt. I dread to think about what Schwab and fucking Putin got up to in their pajamas at their ritual with the world leaders, right? So yeah, the guy was 33 indeed. Yeah, the artist at the time who created the Soviet logo with the sickle and hammer. We're going to get into him the next time as well, which, in my opinion, furthermore strengthens the Masonic connection when it comes to Russia. I mean, look at some of the buildings in Russia. We'll get into that as well. Like I said at the start, there is lots to get into. Lots and fucking lots. So we'll wrap it up for tonight. Thank you very much to everyone. If you want me to quickly say good night, you might want to fire in a comment now, because there's been so many and it's been a fantastic chat. I've been having a look during, and it's been great. It's great to see so many not new faces, regular faces. I don't know if we get many new people. My sub count has went up in the past, but I think we get people who watch who don't engage because they're busy or engaging's not for them. But if you are one of them people, then thank you very much for putting up with me, right? In bars as well. Good to have you in the hood. Maybe the Dutch connection origin of the Bilderberg group next. That's an idea as well. I think that could be alive in its own, to be fair. That could be another 2 hour another 2 hour session, right? We've went into Wednesday. It's Wednesday morning now in the UK, in the rolling hills of Scotland. Putting up with you, yeah, Draga, you nailed it. ever the comedian Draga. I love it. Thank you for joining. And Bars as well. Great stuff. Frank, the information tank. Much appreciated. Looks like China, the second attempt at what Soviet Union was supposed to achieve. Yeah, China have been sort of bumping their gums at the moment as well. Of course, they're going to stand by Russia. That's how they'll paint the picture. Could we see a war, a World War III, where the agenda uses Russia and China to roll out all-out tyranny right across the world? 1984 as we know it. We think times are bad now. We may have seen nothing yet, I'm afraid. The best thing we can do is get prepared as best as we can and fight against whatever comes, whatever deception they throw at us, because it will come. Mark my words, whatever it may be, war, asteroids, what's the other one? Solar flares, earthquakes, tsunamis. It'll come by the number, I'd imagine. We know where the agenda, we know where it's heading. They're not where they want to be yet. There's a lot more to come, going by what I can gather. But hey, we keep our guard up, right? Good to have Baz in the hood. And Draga, Mad Fox as well. A pleasure. Diane. Yeah, we might get into that guy. Thank you, Diane, and Frank as well. Shona. And one day we'll all be free. A great name, if you can see it, right? I thought it said 10. I was trying to read it on my phone, and I thought it said 10. Oh, man. I think I need to go for an eye test. I'm kind of worried. About what they're going to say. You're going to have to remove your eyes. Oh, no. Or maybe it's a good idea. Oh, Jesus. I think we better wrap it up, right? But I think I do need glasses. I do know my family have had issues with their eyes in the past. So it's maybe an idea that I get them checked out, right? Anyway, we will now wrap it up. I'll probably go out in a tune if I'm not too trigger happy. Thanks very much to everyone. It's been a pleasure. Shona as well. Diane, Frank, one day we'll all be free. Not 10 days, we'll all be free. Draga, good to have you in the hood. Lord Barbraza. Lord Barbraza? We'll go with that. Good to have you in the hood as well. Yeah, we'll keep going. We'll keep doing it. We'll try our best. We'll keep our guard up, right? We do what we feels right, and we take it from there. Thank you very much. I was close enough, so there you go. I'll take that. That's as best as you'll get from me, to be honest. With my eyesight and my slow brain, not much happens here. That's life, but not as we know it. But we cover what we can, right? And again, we'll get into more on Friday. There's lots to get into. We might touch on the war situation again, but probably more space related and geoengineering. There's lots to get into. There's a new report out from what I can see from the IPCC go-to for all you need to know on fucking global warming. And they are not happy. They're beating the war drum. We've got to fight this Mother Nature. We've got to destroy weather and control it. They're going to be making a mistake. But in my opinion, it's already been made. We're already living in it. And I'll explain more on Friday what I mean by that. So thank you to everyone, John, in the hood, Diane, Jacqueline, much appreciated. Good to have you. A dog named Boo. One day we'll all be free. Frank, Shona. If I missed you, I do apologise, right? I tend to try and not miss anyone, but it does happen. Good to have you, John, again, back again. So like I did say, I'm going for Friday. I think possibly Friday evening, round about 8, 9 o'clock. So look out for it. Space is always good for a laugh. Yeah, you can say that again. You can say that again. It is comical. Sometimes I can't help but laugh, which is so unprofessional. It's almost immature, but they make it so comical and unbelievable that I guess if you don't laugh, you'll cry. Let's remove that. Anyway, thanks again to everyone. And yeah, hopefully you all have a good night and get some good rest. And tomorrow, hopefully, is another great day for you all. Like I said, it was a beautiful day here in the morning, a bit chilly at night, but hopefully the same again tomorrow. The birds singing, the bees out, the flowers growing, right? Not a sense of tyranny, but yeah, people are still wearing masks. I'm unsure if that's going to ever go away. To be honest, what do people think? Are people still wearing masks where you are? They've still got them here. Not as many. I kind of think they're not going to get rid of them now, which is in a way heartbreaking. But there you go. They've got to do what they feels right. You certainly won't find me wearing one. I don't think you could pay me to wear one, to be honest. Unless, yeah, well, how much and for how long, right? Oh man, I've worn masks in the past, but for genuine reason, like when you're working in a dust environment, sawdust, concrete, that stuff is lethal. And even then, I was quite bad for not wearing a mask. So the chances of me wearing one today, forget it, right? But there is people still wearing them, it's a shame. Yeah, they do try and force people. Tell them where to go. Fucking send them my way. Just ignore them. If they assault you, then knock them out. But of course they shouldn't. But you'll get the sheep I guess they'd refuse to serve you unless you had a mask on, which is quite funny. But that's the world that we're in today. There you go. Seeing less now, Baz. Draga's just got the gimp mask. He's still got that one. That's all right. That's not as bad as the plastic masks. Masks, even. I can never say masks for some reason. It's not a word that sits well with me. But there you go. AKA, great to have you in the hood. So yeah, we'll wrap it up tonight. Diane and Bry, dog named Boo, Draga, aka Frank. One day we'll all be free. Let me see if I can find a tune. And Jacqueline as well. Mad, did you block me by mistake? I'm unsure. You'll have to sort it out. You'll have to step into the octagon and sort it out like men, right? Of course, these things do happen by accident. I've actually blocked someone before. I can't remember who it was. By accident when I was looking through the comments. Was it Plain Steve? I can't remember. I had to... What was it? I think I blocked him and then I had to try and unblock him. It was quite comical, but there you go. Mistakes do happen. None of us are perfect. And when you're using technology, it can be a nightmare. But yeah, let me find a tune and then we'll call it a night, right? That's not what I wanted to do. Why can I never work it? Oh, we've got me back again. But yeah, a huge thank you to everyone tonight for jumping in. Where's my banner? There we go. Ta-da! Fuck. We are professional here, right? Check me out. Anyway, Friday, look out for it. I'll be back again on Friday. I think mainly it's going to be geoengineering. I don't think I'll fit space into it. That's not going to make much sense, but there you go. We've not got the space for space. It's going to be geoengineering and that's it. So let me quickly find a tune and we'll call it a night. Hopefully you all have a good night and I'll catch you on Friday. What tune did I play? I played that one. We'll go for the year 2525. Right. What's your best cover of that song? I seen Ian Brown done one, which I quite like. The one I've got here is quite good. But I think there is a lot out there. So if you know of any more, let me know and I'll get it. And we'll use it for an intro. I think if Frank wants to... I can't remember the email that he sent with the link to the song. So you might want to send me it again and I'll get it and use it as an intro as soon as I get the chance. Because I am running out of intros and outros, even though they're all intros. Again, that's life, but not as we know it. Anyway, until Friday, that is about it. Bye-bye.
Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. In the year 2525, if man is still alive, if woman can survive, they may find. No, they did it. In the year 3535, ain't gonna need to tell the truth, tell no lies. Everything you think, do or say is in the pill you took today. In the year 4545, ain't gonna need your teeth or your eyes. You won't find a thing to choose. 1,000 years. The man has cried 1,000,000,000 tears for what he never knew. But now man's reign is through, but through the eternal night, twinkling of starlight, so very far away. It's yesterday. In the year 2525, if man is still alive, and if woman can survive, they may find. In the year 3535, ain't gonna need to tell the truth, tell no lies. Everything you think you are safe is in the pill that you took today. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious, I'ma go cause some pain, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
I won't obey. You cannot tell me what I cannot say. I'm here to last, so yeah, I'm here to stay. I'll live each second like my final day. You can't take that away, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go
some of the things that happened when you're gone. Did you know about the All-Star game?
Yes.
Well, oh, you knew that too? You
Yeah, we heard that
the rain.
the rain.
Right.
Well, we haven't learned to control the weather yet, but that's something we can look forward to as tomorrow's challenge.
Right.
We haven't learned to control the weather yet, but that's something we can look forward to as tomorrow's challenge.
Right, right.
Tomorrow's challenge. Right.